here to celebrate the scholarship presentations for all of the high school senior graduating students. Aren't you glad? Aren't you glad? They made it through kindergarten, and first grade, and seventh grade. They kept going. Every now and then you had to remind them that you were in charge as a parent. Then they went to high school and you really had to remind them that you were in charge as a parent, but you kept loving them, you kept encouraging them, and look at here, look at here. They are graduating, and they're getting some money. Yeah, I know somebody over here is like, yes. Well, I am Dr. Vanessa Allen McLeod, and I am the CEO and president of the Urban League of Northwest Indiana, and we serve Lake, Porter, and LaPorte counties in the areas of education, financial literacy, and diversity and inclusion awareness. I would like to acknowledge everyone that's in the room, but before I go any further, we're going to have an invocation by Maceo Rainey. Let's give him an applause as he comes.
Thank you, Dr. McLeod. I know that I'm standing in the cusp of you and lunch, so I won't be very long at all, but I'd like to take a moment of privilege to introduce myself. My name is Maceo Rainey, and I serve the community as a pre-college director of a TRIO program located on the campus of Purdue University Northwest, the Westfield campus. And I also serve the state of Indiana as president of Indiana TRIO. Indiana TRIO is responsible for representing over 8,000 Hoosier students that self-identify as income eligible and also the first in their families to go to college. I myself am a first-generation college student. I come from a proud blue-collar family on the south side of Chicago. My father is a retired construction worker, bricklayer, and my mother is a retired seamstress. Raise your hand by chance if you are the first in your family to go to college. Wow, quite a few of us in this room. So Indiana, on behalf of Indiana TRIO, I want to say thank you and congratulations to all of the graduates that have made it this far in their milestones and their quest to pursue post-secondary education. We understand all too well how important it is to fill out scholarship work, college admissions, and conduct the search for scholarships. Last year, they estimate close to $1.5 million of money was left on the table in the state of Indiana because students didn't have the opportunity or did not take interest in applying for scholarship dollars. But you all did. Let's give these students a round of applause. All right, if I can have you get into an attitude of gratitude as I go ahead and proceed to bless this meal. Bless us, O Lord, in a world where so many are hungry, so many food deserts, so many food shortages. We say thank you for our harvest and our daily bread. Dear Lord, as we eat, help us to remember your provision and your goodness. May this lunch be more than just good food to us, but it's a constant reminder of your grace and your mercy. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to thy sight. All who are in agreement, please rejoice by saying, Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you, Maceo. I appreciate that powerful message and information that all that know about the TRIO program. Right now, I would like to acknowledge the Urban League's board chair, that is Yolanda Davis. Would you please stand and be acknowledged? Let's give her a round of applause. And if there are any other board members, Urban League board members that are present, please stand and be acknowledged. All of the Urban League board members, please stand and be acknowledged. This event is one of the highlights of our organization, whereby we acknowledge and reward students with scholarships that help them pursue their educational goals. We're so glad that you're able to be here today, and I'd like all of the graduating seniors, would you please stand? If you are a graduating senior, please stand up. superintendents, principals, guidance counselors, and most of all, the parents, because you are the first teachers. So with all of the parents, or the grandparents, or the guardians, would you please stand and be acknowledged? Thank you all for being acknowledged. Today, this luncheon is being sponsored by one of our best corporate sponsors, and that is NIPSCO. NIPSCO. I know some of you say, well, you might get a bill every day, but let me tell you something. NIPSCO gives out a lot of money to the community. They give a lot of money to students who are in this room that's going to receive scholarships today. We ran an entire college and career readiness program that was sponsored by NIPSCO. It was a STEM program. So when people say, what is NIPSCO doing? Well, they're doing a lot. And I just want you to recognize Rick Kalinsky for always supporting. Rick, please stand up and let's acknowledge him. So right now I'm going to bring to the podium Alexis Barber, who is the Manager, Public Affairs and Economic Development, and she's going to bring greetings on behalf of NIPSCO. Come on up, Alexis. You know, Rick is really in charge, but you know how you voluntold? So he says, you're up this year. So here you go, Alexis.
Thank you, Dr. McLeod. Good afternoon, everyone. NIPSCO is excited to be a presenting sponsor of the Urban League Scholarship Luncheon today. We partner with the Urban League in many different ways, such as our NIPSCO Ambassador Program, which exposes youth to the great programs and services that NIPSCO offers. And in turn, students, they act as ambassadors. They go out into the community and share that information. I would like to pause and commend Dr. McLeod and the Urban League team for partnering with the community and developing the scholarship program and this annual luncheon that they host every year. We know that any time that we come together to create opportunities for youth in our community is a win for everyone, and NIPSCO is proud to be at the table. I would also like to take time to celebrate the parents, which Dr. McLeod has already done, for empowering their students in applying for scholarships and believing in themselves. How many times have we heard the acronym OPM? Does anyone know what OPM stands for? Who said it? It's always great that when you're sending a kid to college to use other people's money. But seriously, I'm a true testament of the services that the Urban League offers. Our daughter was a recipient of an Urban League scholarship over 10 years ago. I recall one day I was rushing to work, trying to get to work to drop off her application. But I rushed to the Urban League about 7:30 in the morning to drop off the application, and I was greeted by none other than the president and CEO of the Urban League. That is a true testament to her commitment to scholarships and to empowering our youth. So thanks again, Dr. McLeod. But most of all, I would like to acknowledge the bright and talented students that will be receiving scholarships today. This is a day of celebration, but the journey and the road ahead is just as important. It will take more hard work, but if you are committed to pursuing the higher education and making the world a better place, how often have we heard the sky is the limit? But I stand before you today to let you know that there's no limit to what you can accomplish. So we're very proud of you, and we just wanted to let you know that NIPSCO cares and we're here for you. I also want to remind you that NIPSCO offers internships, and we also, so peruse our website to learn more information about the internships that we offer. And keep in mind, when you're seeking employment, keep NIPSCO in mind as well. We offer a variety of careers, and we're moving forward in some of the great innovative ways of electric vehicles and also reducing our carbon footprint by transitioning to a cleaner form of energy. So if you're interested in any of those initiatives, please keep us in mind as you pursue your career. In closing, we are happy to celebrate the scholarship recipients today, and please remember that we're here for you, and enjoy the rest of the luncheon.
Thank you, Alexis, for that information. And I believe I would like to introduce you to our Master of Ceremonies. He serves as one of our Urban League team members. Let's give Mr. Joshua Pugh an applause as he comes to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. McCullough. Good morning, everyone. My name is Joshua Pugh, and I am currently attending Indiana University Northwest, majoring in business economics and minoring in marketing. I am also one of the Urban League's interns who assist with college and career readiness program. With NIPSCO support and sponsorship, we are able to offer two programs, Empower and NEA. And that stands for NIPSCO Energy Ambassadors. And that has a focus on STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and math, with an addition of arts. Mr. Laura Black is the coordinator of the College and Career Readiness component. Over the past several years, the Empower program served 9th and 10th graders, and the NEA program served 11th and 12th graders. These programs began with a vision that Mr. Eddie Milton and Mr. Michael Suggs had to give students the tools they need to aspire for jobs in the energy workforce. If Mr. Milton and Mr. Michael Suggs are in the audience, please stand. If there are any students in the audience who participated in the programs, please stand. Now, we would like to thank you, Mr. Rick Kalinsky, for the continued support of these NIPSCO programs. We have a full agenda ahead. We have a full agenda ahead and scholarships to present. But before we begin, we're going to do a quick icebreaker and enjoy lunch. Students, if you know where you're going to college, please stand up. Do you know where you're going to college?
Purdue West Lafayette.
How about you?
I'm going to Indiana State.
Students, you may sit down. If you know what career/profession you want to go to, please stand up. How about you? And how about you?
Business management.
Okay, students, you can say that. If there are any students that are unsure what they want to become when they get older, it's okay not to know. pretty soon. But, during lunch, you can go over and take pictures at the photo booth with the Cooley videos. And we also have representation from Ivy Tech, IUN, Purdue Northwest, and Valparaiso. And if you are not sure of your college or university selection, please go over and talk to the admissions representative. All right. This is now set.